come back on and give this another try. I came on yesterday just super briefly. I tried to do a little check-in with you guys to see how everyone was. I had just laid down my little guy and thought that he was sleeping just kind of right on the other side here. And as soon as I started the live, I think I woke him up. So, and he's been really detoxing. It started just before the Pluto leaving Capricorn and entering, it peaked as like Pluto was entering Aquarius, and then he's kind of still been feeling it. So I know he is not the only one that's been going through a ton of detoxing, but when it's your little one, it's always just so much harder because you just want to help them and just take away whatever they're going through. So he really wanted me and I had to get off the live, and he's very good at trying to get my attention. So the whole time that he was over there, he was just like making noise and trying to get me to come over and lay down with him, of course, because he just wanted some comfort. So I thought I would just come back on today and see how you guys are all doing. Like I mentioned, today is the full moon in Leo. And if you want to hear more about that, I know probably this tiny much when it comes to astrology compared to people like Meg and Julie from Beyond Mystic. So I encourage you to go over if you don't already follow them. So they have so much amazing wisdom and knowledge when it comes to what's going on in the stars and the planets. I haven't been watching a ton of people online. As you can see, I haven't been online in a really, really long time. But Beyond Mystic is probably one of the only ones that I've still stayed in contact with. JC, just huge, huge props to him for the amazing job that he does, the people that he brings on, the way that he interviews people and allows them to share their story, their wisdom, their knowledge. So yeah, they're probably the only ones. Obviously, Janine with her cards, and like I said, Meg and Julie, so many of the other ones. JC recently brought on Sylvia, which holy crap, this is exactly what the collective I believe is ready for now. So many people are awakening to the priestess energy within them and remembering this is definitely the path that I've been on for the last while. So, so many great things going on over there. I highly encourage you. Like I said, they are so much better at explaining what's going on. The energies have been crazy. I am a Leo rising, and normally Leo is like a really fun energy, your inner child. But this has been like a really intense, like even building up to this full moon today. I just feel like I'm on like an emotional roller coaster, and also dealing with my little guy being sick. That has gone into the whole situation. But just being able to hear, you know, Meg's been doing on her channel a weekly, or sorry, like a daily, what's going on. Like she does it in 2 day chunks. So just like really, I find when you really connect to the stars and the planets, Pachamama, it helps you to really understand and know better why you may be experiencing things or the people around you. Um, it's why everybody in every culture has followed the stars and the planets since ancient times. So huge, huge, high energies. Like I mentioned at the very beginning, we just left Pluto that was in Capricorn for the last 15 years and now has entered Aquarius. So that in itself is a huge, huge change within ourselves, within the collective. And then boom, we've got this full moon in Leo that just is like an intense full moon hitting us. There was another, I think it's correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's Uranus is going, it's retrograde right now, so it will be ending its retrograde, I believe, in the next day or two. So just so many things, as well as the sun and its frequency has been hitting us like really, really hard, which is another reason why I find so many of us are going through these detoxing symptoms, in order to bring in this new energy, you need to release and let go of that. Um, so just I thought I would just come on what I wanted to come on yesterday and just, speak about some of the things, what I've been doing, getting back to my roots, earthy mama wellness. What is that? That's all about getting back to earth medicines, connecting more with nature, Pachamama, following the stars and the planets, making my own things. I had mentioned yesterday, on my quick chat that right now I'm infusing mullein and castor oil for my little guy in indigenous astrology. His mullein is his herb to work with. And it's so interesting because he has always had like respiratory stuff. It's always been his constitutional um, makeup. So it makes so much sense that mullein is the herb for him to be working with, and castor oil is fantastic for like absolutely everything. I use it for so many different things. But yeah, just been infusing a lot of other different oils. I've got some for the face, rose hips. What do I have over here? Rose hips and grapeseed oil, calendula and almond oil. Downstairs I have St. John wort that I infused. I think I just infused that one with maybe coconut oil. I have it written on the bottle, but another really good one for aches and pains. St. John's wort is super good for if you're feeling, really hard times during this change of season. It's a really good mood supporter. Also, St. John's wort can be used to help with being under the weather as well too. So just really getting back to the basics, even making a lot more things at home, getting back to doing that. That way I know exactly what's in the things that we're eating. As we all know, so many of the foods are just absolutely contaminated with shit. And so if you're buying things at the grocery store, you have no idea what you're actually getting. So best to, obviously grow your own food, connect with farmers around you, and just be able to make what you can at home. Getting back to that, it really is a skill, right? And I find that the convenience of grocery stores, and just like quick meals or things that are wrapped in plastics, that we can just like consume right away, it's really taking us away. And I feel like that was a lot to do with like my generation. When I was a kid, it was really pushed on our parents because at that time both parents were put, like, it was so encouraged that you go out into the work field and you had both parents away from the home. So there was nobody at home to be making things anymore and preserving things and canning and growing your own foods. I never grew up with a garden or learning any of these things, so I'm learning these all now and trying to pass these along as I learn, because these are the ways that we need to get back to self-sustaining. Plus it just like really brings you joy and everything tastes 100 times better when you've grown it yourself, or where it's been grown. You've put that love and that energy, that intention. Anytime you're making something, whatever you are speaking or thinking, that is going into what you are creating. So it's so important that if you're not in a good headspace when you are making supper, or maybe when you're canning, or you're baking something, or you're making your morning coffee, if you're not in a good headspace, just take a couple minutes and just center yourself, find some joy, some happiness, to able to bring yourself to a positive place, so that you're not putting negative intentions into your food or drink for yourself or for others. Trying to think what all I was talking about yesterday before I just cut it short. I did want to talk about some different, crystals and stuff that can help you with grounding, because grounding is so important right now here in the Northern Hemisphere. We're finally out of the deep, minus 40 belows, and we're into nicer weather for us, but it's still harder to ground. I was really called the other day to give um, an offering to our trees out front, just to like connect with them and just to help me ground more and just feed on that connection that we have with our trees. Our trees are such an amazing way to help us ground. So I just did an offering for them. But like I said, if you are in a place where you're not able to like fully get your feet on the ground, you know, different crystals I've been holding on to and carrying my smoky quartz, any darker crystals, so you know, black tourmaline, onyx, they're really grounding. Red crystals as well are really great to help you like ground. They're connected to your root chakra as well. Um, so those are really good ones to work with as well. If you work with crystals, salt baths are absolutely fantastic. Getting in water just in general is a great way, but the salt just really helps to um, release anything that you're needing to release and let go of, which is really, really highlighted right now with this full moon. Leo is all about like standing in your power, but in order to stand in your power, you need to release and let go, which is why so many things are coming up for us, big time. So add some salt. If you're like me and don't have a bath and able to bath, even just in the shower, you can grab some salt, and as you're rinsing off, just use the salt on your body. Or if you're not able to even use salt, just visualize the water cleansing and clearing and helping to release and let go, transmuting that to love and sending back to creator is such a really good way. As you guys all know, I love to work with essential oils. The king of oils, which would be frankincense. This is always my first go-to oil for almost anything. You know, I've been diffusing it both to help with grounding as well as just immunity within our house. Um, Frankincense is such a great one. I use it. This is one that I use daily. I have it in a roller bottle already pre-mixed with a carrier oil. So I will use that every day, just on my crown chakra, my third eye, along my spine and bottoms of my feet. And just, you know, intentionally, I am divine, I am intuitive, I am balanced, and I am grounded. Um, Such a good one. If you can only have one oil in your medicine cabinet, I highly suggest that you invest in a very good frankincense oil. It is a little bit pricier, so if you're getting it cheap, I would say that you're probably not getting a pure essential oil of frankincense. You do need to pay a little bit more for it, um, but it's a really good one. You can just, you know, even if you're like in the moment, take a drop, put it in your hand. You can even just take a drop of a carrier oil of your choice, rub that together. This is going to help to activate the chakras in your hands as well, which are energy centers, and then just breathe that in. At least, you know, 3, 5, 6, and then you can just, you know, even put the rest of that on. I always put oils in my hair. Some of you may not want to, but just on and around you. Frankincense is one that, depending on who you're listening to, they do mention that you can use it neat, which is considered directly just on your skin without a carrier oil. I personally go by the rule of thought of always use a carrier oil. Essential oils are 70 to 80% stronger than herb forms. So, like what I'm doing here with these infusions, which are already super potent. So, a lot of just information on the internet and around from people of overuse of essential oils and how many drops. You really, less is more. Let's always remember that less is more with essential oils, and just always use a carrier oil. That way, you don't have to worry about, you know, skin burning or reactions. There was some essential oils that are considered hot oils, so you do have to be really careful with how you're using them, as well as if you've got pets. Always look up if you're diffusing oils, even when you're putting them on yourself too, because then we go and we pet our animals or they come and brush up against us. So there's some oils. Pets are really good at just like knowing they've got such a strong sense of smell that they will just leave. They won't hang around if there's an oil that they don't like. But just always good to, you know, keep a door open if you're diffusing it. If it's nice enough, you can keep the windows open. Um, I follow a lady, I'm forgetting her first name right now, but Essential Oil Vet. She is here on YouTube, and then you can also subscribe to her, and she's got awesome emails that she sends out all the time. So if you've got dogs or cats at home, she also has information on like horses and stuff as well. But she's a great person to follow if you've got animals at home and you want to work more with essential oils. Other oils right now to help with grounding would definitely be any tree oils. Obviously, like I mentioned before, the trees are super, super grounding. So any tree oils are going to help you with grounding as well. Patchouli is also an all-time favorite of mine. It's been a favorite since I was a teenager. I know some people, it's a super, super earthy smell, which is why it's so great for grounding. For some people, it's just too earthy and they don't like it. So like I said, if that's not your thing, then find a tree oil or something like frankincense. The other thing I know with this energy coming in from the sun right now is a lot is going on with our crown chakras. If I've got some time, I might do a little bit on my singing bowl at the end just to help open up the crown chakra. But if you are wanting to, you know, help, you know, connect more with your higher self, with Source Creator, the Divine Holy Mother, certain oils, obviously frankincense, like I said, super, super good one for that. Crown chakra, third eye. If you've got blue lotus, my absolute favorite is the rituals oils of blue lotus. If you're interested in this, I've got a discount code. I can share that with you below. This one I use like all over my face, but if you want to just specifically use it and massage your third eye, you know, it's really good. You can do the figure 8 on your third eye. Any type of like massage on your third eye is going to help to open up that third eye. This company also has um, blue lotus petals, so you can drink the tea. You can, I use them in, I smoke them, so I'll blend them up with mullein, mugwort, rose petals, and calendula. They're really great, like smoking alternative. Um, what else? Oh yeah, and they have the absolute best cacao, hands down, that I've tried so far. It's just so smooth and creamy, and you can just really feel the heart opening. So if anybody's interested, I'll share that link below for them. And then also sound, right? Sound frequencies. So if you have tuning forks at home, you can connect with different sound frequencies. There's so many available now on the internet. A good one is to obviously look up the Schumann resonance. That's the actual like heartbeat of Mother Gaia. That's a really good grounding one. But root chakra ones is a really good one that you can just search up and just play those. A lot of times you can just have them playing like in the background, continually doing what you're doing, or if you're wanting to get more into like a meditative state, put it on during a meditation. It's really good. But let's do a little bit of the Om tuning fork. This one I've mentioned before. I've used this one before. It's not as loud as my other tuning forks. Um, this one is a really cool one. These are the ones that you can actually use right on your body, and that vibration will also go to you. The really cool thing with sound energy, sound frequencies, is that any type of energy that we're sending to people, as long as you know, say yes to receiving, that you want to receive this, even if you can't hear it, that energy is going to come to you through the quantum field. So if you are wanting to connect to the Om frequency, just close your eyes. As I play this, just take some deep breaths, breathing in and breathing out. As you breathe in, just imagine that, you know, that pure white light from Creator coming in, you know, that energy that the sun is giving us right now, coming in and then letting go of anything that no longer serves you, especially important on this full moon. So we'll just take some deep breaths. Yeah, so just take a moment just to sit with that energy. Yeah, these energies right now are so, so intense. So just be really, really, really gentle with yourself. Know that as things that are coming up right now, these are all being, whether they're things that you feel like you've worked through, things from the past. Oh, hello, J Rocco. So good to see you. Oh, I've been thinking about you lots. Um, I was just saying that as things are coming up for you, even if there are things from the past, people from the past, whether it be in your dream state or just, they're just these things are coming to your awareness. These are coming up for you to move through them. This Leo full moon energy is so, so intense. In order for us to fully come into like who we are, why we are here, to stand in our power, our solar plexus, our true authentic, um, this is the time to really release. And so many people are feeling that. And I do truly believe that has a big part of Pluto leaving the Capricorn that was in there for the last 15 years and now moving into Aquarius for the next, I believe, 20. It will pop back out for a short time. I believe it's in September of this year and then go right back in for the next 20 years. So huge, huge shift, which a lot of people are feeling. So just be really gentle with yourself. So many things are happening. Those of us that are in Canada, I'm sure you have all heard about the ruling that happened just the other day in the court system, which, I mean, the court system's all BS anyways. But within the court system, they ruled that the Truckers' Freedom Convoy, the emergency act that um, Justin Castro pulled during that time, was in fact illegal, which we all knew. And even around that, I had so, so many emotions the day, I think that was 2 days ago now that that ruling came out. And I had so many emotions come up of like, first one being, excited that like this news is finally out. We all knew this, but just for it to finally be something out in the open now that, yeah, that was in fact illegal for him to do that. And he had nothing to stand on to actually do that. But then also this emotion of, well, this is 3 years too late. Like, what is this going to do now? Like, there's those of us who still have tickets. This is going to overturn our tickets that are due. All these different things are, people who lost their jobs, people who lost, people out of their lives who were pushed out of their lives for things. Like, is this going to overturn that? Um, I don't even know if this is really in mainstream media right now. So good to see you, Jay. Oh, I've missed you. So thank you for, tapping in and listening. But yeah, I don't know if any of you guys know if this is even in mainstream media, or again, is this just in um, the all the forums and stuff that those of us who don't follow mainstream media are watching. It's just, yeah, it's okay to feel whatever you are feeling about things right now, I guess is the message that I want to relay to you. Like how I mentioned, like this emotional roller coaster, that's totally what the energies, you may feel like super high and then like low, or like happy and then crying, or like, and just know that it's all okay, right? Just feel whatever you are feeling, right? Don't try to push it down. Um, that was one thing Janine and Meg were talking about in one of their videos about like certain things are coming up for us right now, for us to finally move through this, like really big karmic things to move through and work on. So, like, if something is coming up, stop pushing it down, stop ignoring it, and truly sit with it and work with it, and figure out, like, why am I being triggered right now? Why am I feeling this? You know, what do I need to do to move through this? Um, Yesterday when I popped on, my plan was to read the Beyond Lumerian cards for you guys just to see what messages want to come through, and I wasn't able to do that obviously with my little guy. But it was very interesting how this morning with my son, I was doing a reading for my partner, and he brought out his dragon oracle cards and wanted to do pick some cards for us. And it made so much sense that these were the cards I needed to pull for the collective. In Chinese astrology, it's the, well, coming up, it hasn't happened yet, but we are coming into the year of the wood dragon. So it made so much sense that the dragon energy is a message. The dragons have a message for us today. So I may still do a Lemurian card, but I really felt that the dragon cards are the ones that wanted to come through. So thanks to my little guy for bringing that forward. So Jay is saying that many people are mentioning it. I'm not seeing it, not affecting me. Yeah, so I don't know if a lot of people are seeing it. The news about the freedom, or the yeah, well, the freedom convoy, but the emergencies act that was pulled during that it was overturned. So yeah, definitely. You mentioned like not really affecting you. It's, I think because it was a huge part of, I was a big part of all that during that time. It's affecting me in such weird ways that I like totally did not expect. So I'm just trying to like go through those and honor what's coming up. Peggy, so good to see you. Yeah, Year of the Dragon. Let's do this. Okay, so let's see. What message do the dragons have for us today for the collective? For highest, most loving good, source creator, divine holy mother, I connect to my higher self and I ask the dragon spirits what message would like to come through for the collective for our highest, most loving good. Let's see what message the dragons have for us. We got two. So we got the Emerald Dragon brings in healing and cosmic abundance. Good fortune is coming. Let your thoughts support your divine perfection. Align with fifth dimensional blueprint. So I'll kind of leave that there so you can take in that energy. Hopefully you guys can see that. That makes sense too. Green always makes me think of Mother Gaia, obviously. So again, connecting, and you know, also with it, the healing and cosmic abundance. A lot of us are really going through major healing right now, like I was talking about. So the dragons are here to help us with that. So calling upon the Emerald Dragon. If you are someone who is, you know, maybe you're in a healing crisis right now, or like my son who is major detoxing, call upon the Emerald Dragon to help you with that, to release and let go of what needs to be released, and to bring in that abundance that is, it's our birthright, right? We are abundant. We've just been made to think that we are not, from all these systems and the dark forces that have been in control. So the second one that came through was the Magenta Dragon. Enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom. Awaken your soul memory of higher spiritual understanding. Prepare for accelerated ascension. That is so perfect for Pluto entering Aquarius. Even like I mentioned, so many things happening within our like upper chakras, our crown chakra, our third eye chakra. This makes a lot of sense for that. Also, as well as in order, you know, to work with Emerald Dragon, to release and let go of, to help with that healing, so that we can let in these energies, especially the energies from the sun right now that are coming towards us. So ask the Magenta Dragon to help you, to help unlock, you know, anything that could be maybe blocking your third eye or your crown chakra. Help them to bring you up into the higher fifth dimension, into your soul purpose. Again, this is exactly what this full moon in Leo is all about, is really stepping into your soul purpose. Why am I here? So it makes so much sense. These two dragons are so important right now. You know, the Emerald Dragon, to help with this healing crisis or anything that we're going through. They're here to support us with that, to help bring in and remind us about our inherent abundance that we have. And the Magenta Dragon, what is our soul purpose? Why are we here? How can we connect to our higher self, to Creator, to really listen and hear what is our soul purpose? And being prepared for an accelerated ascension, which is truly, I believe, what's happening, especially now as Pluto is into Aquarius. So the next 20 years, I feel like it's just going to be a whirlwind of like what's happening. Oh, so good to have you, Jay. Anytime that you're able to pop in, it always is so great. I have to actually head to work here, so I'm so glad that I was able to pop on again with you guys. Better than than yesterday's quick little vid that I did. Like I said, let's just do, before I leave, let's just do a little bit for the crown chakra, for anybody that's wanting. You know, we did some ohms, so that would be connected to the Emerald Dragon, and now let's do some of the crown chakra for the magenta dragons. So again, just like we did with the Om tuning fork, if you are wanting to receive this, just say yes, or I receive. Close your eyes, and as it's playing, just breathe in that energy. You can even feel free to call on the Magenta Dragons to be with you, and then release and let go anything that is no longer of service. Okay. Again, let's just sit with that. So good. I love the singing bowls. They always just like hit exactly where I need them to. So any other questions that you guys have, or if you want to work deeper with me, I'll put all my links below for, you know, intuitive healing, or my AO scanner that's been running nonstop for my little guy the last week. Then I would love to work with you deeper. So I'll have all my links below. make sure you are really taking care of yourself. Like I said, grounding. If you didn't catch the beginning of this, I've got some things that I suggested in the beginning for grounding tips. And remember to drink lots and lots of water. That's huge, huge during this, this letting go, detoxing time, and bringing in the new energies. And as always, I don't have my water here right now, but as always, cleanse and clear your water with intention, with thought, with different crystals. Infuse your water with what you want to call into your life. Um, as you guys know, I work with the Maui Water structure. Um, I did I posted a video of it and I share it on my Telegram for those of you who follow me on Telegram. Um, so it structures my water, and it's such a great way to basically like awaken your water again. It's water is almost dead, just sitting, in these awful pipes that they go through, just sitting there. Even, we get most of our water that we buy. It just sits, right? Just sits in these bottles. So the Maui water system structures it by funneling it through. It brings it through. I'm not thinking of the right word right now. It's not a funnel, but like almost like a tornado. It's really cool. If you go to my shorts, you'll see an example of it. So again, there's discount codes for that if you're interested. But always, always drinking really good water. But so, so, so important to cleanse and clear that water. So much stuff is being done to our water and our food, but we have the power to cleanse and clear it, to put the good intention into that before we take it, and just always in love and gratitude. I've missed you guys all so, so much. Thank you to those who jumped on today, who will watch the replay, those who were on yesterday when I tried to do that quick video, but my son really needed me. I've missed you all. I hope you guys are doing well. Like I said, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I would love to work further with you. Or if you've got questions about anything that I spoke about today, feel free to message me and I will try to assist you more in that. I'm wishing you guys all an amazing full moon in Leo, and welcoming these new energies that are coming in from the sun, as well as Pluto that had entered Aquarius. Sending you guys so much love and gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. Take care.